Hey guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, my phone was just acting weird for a minute. But anyways, hi, it's me again, and doing another live today. The subject is gonna be diabetes. Diabetes runs in my family, and I said I would do it for one of my friends that wanted more information, so I'm doing this now. I just want to give a big shout out first to Sarah, my homegirl Sarah, and Jennifer. You guys are my day ones. You guys shared. I appreciate, and Maria and Rafael and Samantha. I appreciate everyone who shows me lots of love by liking, commenting, and sharing. I really do appreciate that. It helps me to get my mission to help families live better, do better, and just be better and live healthier and fit lives. You guys help me do that. I can't do that without you. So just do me a favor, like and share. If this is informational for you, or if it can help someone that you know, or if it helps you, then like and share, and like and comment and share, and just hook me up. Help me out. Anyways, moving on. Actually, do me a favor. If any of you know someone that has diabetes, or if you yourself have diabetes, put a 1 in the comment. I say this because, like I said, in my family, diabetes runs in my family, so I'm at high risk for diabetes, which is why I need to really get on board with my health and everything. But anyways, all right, so let's just get down to the nitty gritty. So diabetes, we all know, well actually some of you may not know, but we all know that there's type 1 and then there's type 2. But there's also a thing called gestational diabetes as well. I had that, and it sucked. It really sucked. I really had to watch what I was eating. I couldn't enjoy all the things that I wanted to enjoy. It sucked. So gestational diabetes, yeah. I definitely want to talk about that too. But alright, so let's break it down. I also included a link to my Google Docs, so like if you want to like physically read this when you have more time, then yeah, go ahead, do it. Hi Matthew, how are you? Alright, so type 1 diabetes, it's where the immune system kills the cells and that release the insulin, which results in taking away all insulin production from the body. And without the insulin production, the body cannot absorb glucose, which is also known as sugar. And it's without sugar, what is sugar? It's what we need to for energy, for us to work. 5 out of 10, between the statistics show that like 5 to 10 out of 100 people have type 1 diabetes. It's not easy to live with. Now, type 2 diabetes is more commonly known and is actually growing in childhood, as you know, in the childhood age as well, which is actually pretty shocking and kind of worrying, these poor kids. Type 2 diabetes is where the body doesn't use insulin the way it's supposed to. So it can also result in insulin resistance. And because of that, the pancreas makes less insulin and, results in insulin deficiency, and it's just as hard. You have to really watch your sugars, and it can develop at any age. Hi Carlos. It can develop at any age, and then check this out, 90 to 95 out of 100 people have type 2 diabetes. Shocker, right? That's a lot. That's a big number. That's a number that we really need to get down. And then, like I mentioned before, gestational diabetes, and that one really sucked. And this is for the mamas. Only the mamas get this, obviously, because it's gestational, which means you're pregnant, and it's when you're pregnant you have diabetes. And this is when your body is just like the other types of diabetes, is not making enough insulin for you and your baby, and without the proper use of insulin, you and your baby are not getting enough energy. The thing about gestational diabetes though is that glucose can build up in the blood, and it causes high levels, which is also called hyperglycemia. I was at risk for that too. That is really scary, and you don't feel a thing. That's the thing about this. Like, you don't really feel it unless your sugars are extremely high or extremely low, but you don't feel anything, which is, you know, you're thinking like, yeah, everything is good, when inside your body's like, oh no, nothing, it's not good. Help me out here, something's not right. Even pregnant women who've never had diabetes, which is me, because I've been at risk, but I've never officially had it. I've only had gestational diabetes. And if your blood sugars are high, you're considered to have gestational diabetes. So, you know, and then it's a whopping 9.2% of mamas with babies that have gestational diabetes, which is a high number, which is not good. This is, you know, like, this is not good. We need to find a way to lower these numbers down, because babies are at risk, mamas are at risk, the men and women out there are at risk, and children are at risk, and it's a problem. Something as simple as nutrition can really help a lot with that. A lot of people don't realize that, but it does. It helps a lot. It makes a huge difference. When you eat good, your body is happier, and it manages your conditions better. So, what causes diabetes? Alright, it's unknown. What causes type 1, type 2? Nobody really knows. With type 2 though, type 2 has been linked to genetics. So if your family has it, most likely you're more than likely to have it. And if your obesity is actually another factor in type 2 diabetes. So if you're obese, you're more likely to have it. And if you have it in genetics and your obesity, that's a double risk factor for you. So it's not good. And then with gestational diabetes, it's also unknown. They research says certain factors, like, you know, we need hormones to help take care of our babies. So the hormones, certain factors like hormones blocking the action of the mother's insulin in her body, creating insulin resistance, makes it hard for mom and baby. So that's, you know, that's what they've seen so far with gestational diabetes. Let's see, I'm going down my Google Docs here. So if let me know, okay, let me know, comment below yes if this is making any sense for you, and just let me know if you want me to break it down, or if you want me to, you know, explain or talk about anything else. Let me know. You know, I'm doing this to help you. So for mamas, any mamas out there that are currently pregnant, I have some friends that gave birth. Congratulations to everyone. But mamas, that if you're pregnant and you have gestational diabetes, how can it affect your baby? Well, if left untreated, or if not treated properly, it can have a serious effect on your baby. And this is because your pancreas is working overtime to produce that insulin, and the insulin's not reaching the body as it should, which means it doesn't lower your blood glucose levels, which means extra blood glucose goes into the placenta, going, guess where? Straight to your baby. And it gives your baby high blood glucose levels. Now this in turn will make your baby's pancreas work hard to make extra insulin to get rid of the blood glucose, and then the extra energy is stored as fat. And like, we all like chubby babies, we all think they're so cute, and oh my god, you're so chubby, oh, grab the cheeks. Yeah, that's great, but the problem is though, is that if they're too oversized, it's also known as macrosomia, and they called it fat baby. And I know it sounds horrible, but this is true. And if they're too oversized, they can have damage to their shoulders. I can't believe I forgot that. Damage to their shoulders when they're born. Very low blood glucose levels when they're born. And they're actually, believe it or not, I don't know how this is linked together, but they're actually at higher risk for breathing problems too. I'm sorry if the computer screen is like making my glasses seem like all weird. I'm trying to like do different. I don't know. I should have worn my contacts. My contacts would have made this real easier. I can keep my head like that, but I move too much. And then of course these babies become more at risk for obesity and for type 2 diabetes, which is already they haven't even lived their life yet and they're already at risk, which is scary. It's really scary. So you have if you have diabetes, if you know someone that has diabetes, how do you manage? It's never easy, but life is easier. You can track it. How do you track it? You track it by checking your blood sugars, also known as the glycemic index. So what is the glycemic index? Well, it's a number, but it's a number that helps you check your blood sugar levels, and it helps you to basically estimate how fast your body converts carbs into glucose. I'm sorry guys, but this video might be a little longer, so I'm gonna leave the recording up, so feel free to watch it at whatever time that you want to watch it. This is just information for you and to share with your loved ones or your friends, so don't forget to like, comment, and share and help me out. Yeah, not all foods have the same amount of carbohydrates. So different foods will have different effects on your blood sugar levels. Now, when you're checking your glycemic index, that prick on your finger, you want to stay in a medium range, which is between 56 and 69. 70 or higher is bad. 55 or less is low. Although I'm thinking maybe those numbers might have changed. I might have to double check on those numbers. Or maybe that's about right. If any of you are watching this and those numbers are wrong, please don't hesitate to correct me, because I don't want to give wrong information. But those are the numbers that I came up with, but I can't remember if those were the numbers that I was looking for. Actually, it's different with women with gestational diabetes. The numbers are completely different. Like the numbers are more sensitive, so just be aware of that. So obviously, what can affect your glycemic index? Well, food. Hi Jessica, how are you, baby? Preparation of food, actually. Things like acid, like vinegar or lemon juice, fiber and fat, the good fats, it can actually lower your glycemic index. And then the longer that you cook starches, the higher your number will be. Who knew that? I didn't know that. Did you know that? I didn't. The ripeness of fruit. Did you know that the more ripe the fruit is, the more likely your blood sugars are going to go up? I honestly did not know that. That's another fact that I did not know. How many of you knew that? Like, let me know if you knew that fact right there below. Let me see. Foods eaten at the same time. Your physical activity. Like how active you are depends how fast your body digests food, including carbs, and if you have any other conditions in combination. I miss you too, Jessica. My son, he's actually sleeping right now, which is why I decided right now to do this live, because if not, you would have heard him running around making all this noise, banging everything and getting all up in my face. My son is wild. So I decided to do this now. Let's see. All right, so you know how to track it. Your nutrition has a big toll on your blood sugars. So let's go into simple carbs versus complex carbs. Drop a 3 below if you haven't heard the difference between simple carbs and complex carbs. Yeah, I honestly didn't know until I started doing some research, so check it out. So first off, carbohydrates, they're a macronutrient that is one of our body's primary source for energy. So we need carbs. So if anyone ever told you, oh, carbs are bad for you, don't eat carbs, and no, Don't listen to them. No. That is a no-no. We need carbs. We need carbs for energy and in our bodies. We need them. But you have to learn to eat the right kind of carbs. Not the unhealthy carbs, but the healthy carbs. Carbohydrates, they're made of 3 components: fiber, starch, and sugar. We need fiber for better bowel movement and to lower cholesterol. Starch is also good, and sugar to a certain extent. So easy. Simple carbs, those are the unhealthy carbs. You don't want simple carbs. Simple carbs are the sugars. And most simple carbs are actually added into foods. Oh my god, I hate that I stutter so much. Foods such as raw sugar, brown sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, glucose, fructose, and sucrose in fruit juice concentrate. You want to stay away from those. For corn syrup, yeah, those guys are bad. You want to stay away from those. Foods to avoid, well, we all know soda and we all know fruit juice concentrate, as I just mentioned. But if you know, here's some substitutes. You can try lemon water, or you can try a homemade fruit juice with a juicer or blender. Just put your fruits in, put your veggies in, and bam, you have your own juice. You know, and of course water. You need water. We all need water. Our bodies are like 70%, 75%. Sometimes the percentage change depending on where you do your research, but we're mostly made of water. That's what we need. So be sure to get your water in, and yeah, get your water in and try to substitute to juice. You want to stay away from processed baked treats and cookies. If you have to have these kind of things, there are plenty of recipes that'll show you a healthier way to make those, so you can satisfy your sweet tooth without satisfying your health. So definitely, you know, like as mentioned before in my group, No More Excuses, I have some recipes I've been putting up. I have all my breakfast recipes, and I'm gonna start putting up the desserts and stuff that, you know, because we need it. You know. And then complex carbs, those are the carbs that you want. Complex carbs, those are the carbs that you want in your life, because they digest more slowly, keeping you more full, without spiking your blood sugars. Simple carbs spike your blood sugars fast and quick, but complex carbs, they keep it at a balanced level, and it takes your body longer to digest, which is a good thing, which is what we need. There's 2 types of complex carbs: fiber and starch. And as mentioned before, fiber helps you go to the bathroom regularly and helps lower cholesterol. I'm sorry, I'm still sick. I can't believe I've been this sick for this long. Fiber-rich foods include plant-based foods like fruits and vegetables. Who knew? Nuts, beans, and whole grains. And then starch-rich foods include whole wheat bread, cereal, corn, oats, peas, and rice. So obviously you want to focus more on the fiber-rich carbohydrates and not so much on the starch-rich carbohydrates. Foods you want in your daily nutrition, you want grains, whole wheat pasta, quinoa, buckwheat. You want fiber-rich fruits, apples, berries, bananas. Although with bananas, a little trick that I did learn with bananas, because bananas have like 67 grams of carbohydrates, you might want to do half a banana, like half a banana for a snack, or half a banana for lunch. But if you're gonna have the banana as your carbs, you want to make sure that everything else on your plate is protein and greens, and then just let that banana be your carbs. As a diabetic, without all 3 types of diabetes, that's how you want to eat. You want to have your greens, you want to have your fruits, and then in your carbs, you have to watch your carbs. Your carb intake is the one that you gotta look out for. What I learned when I had gestational diabetes was, in the morning you want between 20 and 40 grams of carbs in the morning for breakfast. Excuse me, sorry. 15 grams for snack, 40 to 60 carbs for lunch, and 40 to 60 grams of carbohydrates for dinner. and then 15 for snack in between. So you're still eating throughout the whole day, but you wanna, that when I was pregnant, that was the desired amount of carbohydrates for each meal. So just knowing that is just like a basic for you to know how to fill your plate, to eat better, to make your body happier. And if you're trying to lose weight, to lose that weight. And if you're trying to maintain your weight, to maintain that weight. You can never go wrong with greens and vegetables. If you need to stay full, just pack your plate up with vegetables. You know, drink more water. And just, you know, when your body gets used to it. Because I know that as a diabetic, one of the symptoms that they often don't put here is that you often are hungry and you crave sweet foods. And I know that from experience. I know that from my family, and I know that for me. So, you know, when you have those cravings and stuff, there's other ways. There's recipes. There's plenty of healthier recipes for that sweet tooth. And when you're hungry, just vegetables. You can never go wrong with vegetables. Vegetables, greens, vegetables. You should have more greens in your diet than anything else. And as mentioned, fiber-rich vegetables, broccoli, leafy greens, carrots, you know, y'all know. And then beans. Beans are really good for you, especially kidney beans. So that's basically all I have for today for diabetes. If any of this information was helpful to you, let me know. Comment below if it was helpful to you. Like and share it with anyone and everyone. You know, I'm here to help people. I want to change lives. So like, comment, share, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I don't know. Like I said, once I'm gonna post a link to all this information so you can read it if you're more of a reader than you are a watcher, or if it's just easier for you to read it. I'm gonna post a link on the live as soon as it posts and stuff, so you could just access the Google Doc. So if you don't want to hear me talk or whatever it is, it's fine, because everyone's a different learner. So I got both. I hooked you up. Alright, so everyone have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you have any other topics you want me to touch on, let me know. You know, just talk to me. I'm here to help. Alright, everyone have a good day.